Okay, so I've been away for a while, and in that time I've been doing some modifications to the bike. I've done quite a few things to it. It runs a lot better now. The carb is tuned good enough. Dropping the needle size one has helped a lot. The nibby coil packs helped. Yeah, a few things. So things that are different on the bike. Right. So I've redone the swinging arm. I've redone the tank. It's all wrapped nice, and I've sealed all the edges so when I'm pressure washing, water can't get up there. Right, let's start from the top. What's different? I've still got these cheapy fat bars on. I was thinking I might as well keep them on there until I bend them, and I've got two spare Pro Taper fat bars there to go on. Right, so starting from the top, nibby throttle, nibby throttle cable, CRF levers. I've got a new master cylinder which I got to swap off and change. What else on the top? A new custom grab strap, so it's a lot more solid. It's bolted to the frame now. It's a Fox Racing belt which I bought a while ago, which was too small for me, not because I'm got a bit of a belly or nothing. It was just I didn't realise it's size 28, so really for kids. So I've cut it and bolted it onto the chassis. That's a much stronger grab strap, and it's better because it's right at the back, whereas the first one where I tied it is about here, so now it's right on the back. Right then, so OO Racing fuel cap. What else on the top? So new decals. I think that's about it for the top. So we move down. New exhaust, a lot quieter, decibel killer inside. I haven't tried it without the decibel killer in, but I just wanted to tame the bike down a little bit. Even though my neighbour seemed alright about the motorbikes in the field, the other day he was shouting at a kid on a bike, so I don't know what he means. When I got the bike he seemed to be alright with it, but seeing him shout at a child on the bike the other day sort of made me think differently, that maybe he's not alright with it, and saying he's alright with it because I've got one. Saying one thing to me and another thing, or thinking another thing while I'm not there. So I've got a quieter exhaust, so hopefully that will not irritate him so much. What's next? There's a new pedal. I actually paid £6 for this. £6. I couldn't find another. I think these are 535mm. Couldn't find another one that big anywhere. So what I've done is I've painted it and wrapped it. It looks a lot better than flaking grey paint. What else? Finally got round to replacing the rear wheel. Had a bit of a buckle in it, so now I've replaced that to match the front, and I've put some decals on the rims and some spoke wraps. Right, next thing, chain slider. So I've got a new chain slider. It's hard plastic, it's a bit noisy, and I've had to heat this up and melt it, because if you see, the chain's not completely straight. On my rubber ones, normally this gets worn away and then this disappears, and the chain's straight but it's hanging off the slider. So what I've done is I heated this up and bent it over so it's 90% straight, and I think when that chain wears out a little bit it'll be better. Next thing I've done, CRF hose clamps. I've made a custom shock guard and wrapped it. What else? I've increased the size of the sprocket because I had a Talon 39 tooth, so I've gone up one size to a 40 tooth on the back, and I've gone down a size, the front sprocket, to a 16, which was a 17. Yeah, so not a major, nothing major there, but one size down on the front and one size up on the back. I think should give me a bit more acceleration, a bit more torque. Not looking for top speed. The bike's already doing 64 in fourth, and I'm not even getting to use fifth. It'd probably hit over 70 in fifth, I guess. But yeah, 64 in fourth gear is just useless. You rarely go faster than 60 off-road, you know, and especially where I'm riding. So what else? OO Racing chain guide, that's in there. I think that's about it. Obviously you've seen the race carb, Nibby Racing carb. That's turned out to be a good upgrade. Now, things I plan to change. So the master cylinder, I've got a CRF master cylinder to go on. So what I've got is, I got these CW Racing yokes. I paid pennies for this. It's second hand, but apparently this bottom clamp's a bit worn. I don't know if that's going to be a bad thing on my bike. I think it's starting to rain, but I'm going to see. The guy said he wants re-drilling and an insert added. Well, you know, I haven't heard of that, but I'm going to try it. Maybe it's the actual steerer that's more worn out than the actual yoke, but we'll give it a shot. For Rocco's bike, I've given up with this engine. So I've got ordered a racing engine for him, which should give him, I think it doubles the brake horsepower, more torque, and it revs 3000 RPM higher. So that should be good. And he's got a better carb on it, a better head. I've already put a new exhaust on. I've tried everything with this bike and I just can't get it to run anymore. Don't know what's going on there. I've changed everything on it apart from the engine, so when that engine comes and I swap that over, then Rock will be able to ride his bike again. If anybody wants some motocross wheels, gold ones, front wheels got a little bit of a buckle in it. It's actually the rim, not the actual wheel. The rear one's okay, it's got a very slight wobble. It's perfectly fine, and it's got a you know, set of front and rear tyres which got plenty of grip on it still. If anybody's interested and they're in the Swansea area, hit me up and yeah, I'll sell them to you for cheap. yeah, and that's about it. Now it's starting to rain. I was going to give the bike a little blip. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But otherwise, me and Rocco's going out with the RC cars. So I've got an Armour 6S Typhon, an RB Concepts race buggy, which is running 4-cell at the minute, and I've got a Team Associated RC8 3.2 Nitro. I will be putting this up for sale soon. It's absolutely mint. It's in perfect condition. It's very upgraded. There's a carbon chassis protector underneath. It's in mint condition. So I'll be selling that. So I'm going to be taking the bike out for a test ride. Hopefully the weather holds off. It's been lovely today, but the clouds, you know, I was looking at maybe some rain in the evening, maybe some thunderstorms, but I mean, this is nothing at the minute, and I would like to test the bike out, see if it's all running. I've done a full service on it, changed everything, oil change, filter change, upgraded filter. So it'd be nice to get out on the bike. I haven't ridden it for 3 weeks, and the last time I went out on the bike, I walked it all the way there, got halfway, and I ended up bumping into somebody I hadn't seen for years. And I spent the whole time talking to him, and so I didn't even get to ride the bike. But that was nice, you know. Since I've been off Facebook, it's nice that when you do bump into somebody, you don't already know their life because they put it all up on Facebook, you know. Now that I'm off Facebook, when I bump into somebody, we can have a good conversation and find out what they've been up to and how their family is, and find out they got more kids or whatever, you know. It's been nice. So I highly recommend getting off social media and Facebook and all that sort of stuff, and stop putting your life on there. It's all nonsense. It's all, you know, it's make believe. So with that being said, God bless you and your families, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.